So the goal today. Let me go get the key. Stupid horn. Is currently to get it to stop going crazy. At least the battery's still holding the charge. There we go. Just unlocked it. So the goal for today is get these seats out, get them kind of fixed up, work on the interior stuff a little bit. I'm probably going to set up over on the truck over there. Just because it's at a nice height, the tailgate is. But yeah, so I'll just keep you guys along for what's happening. I know that my small block Chevy intake manifold for a carb is coming today. I'm not going to be doing anything. The plan is I've got a week off of Christmas. So I think that's when I'm going to be doing that work. But I may start yanking out some electrical. I don't know. We'll see. I also need to go through the car, look for some parts that I'm missing. Like I think I got a good throw-out bearing somewhere. Unless I ordered a new one. No, that's for the wife's car. I don't know. I need to check. But that's the goal for today. So I'll just keep you posted. All right? See you. Got the brand new seat foam ready to go in as well, and I kind of don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to get after it as best I can. But you can see how trashed these are. These new seat covers from IG, manufactured and designed by IG Inc., made in Korea. They're actually quite nice. They fit really well. The bottom cushion looks fantastic, but I'm basically at this point just trying to rip off the old stuff, see if I can get some fasteners and figure out how to get that cushion in. So once I get it figured out, I'll bring you guys back. This is not in the greatest shape. I'm probably just going to get some rope and tie that in. It's not terrible, but I do have some problems that I'll show you later. Like first off, that bolt down there is snapped off. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get that out and put a new bolt in and get it mechanically hooked up again. All the electronics work. The switches are a little funky, so oh well on that. I will have to basically take those apart and clean those up, but I'll get these lubed up and ready to go. I'm not really interested in having the vacuum pump or the air pump work and inflate and deflate and all that stuff. That really doesn't matter to me. These will be plenty tight for me because I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. 6'2", was 320, so if you're looking at some old videos of me, that was me around 320, up to even 330 at certain points. And I decided, you know what, Paul, you're kind of worth keeping around a little bit. Maybe not to you, maybe not to anybody, but I got a mom, and I got a wife, and I got cats. So, you know, I kind of got to still be around, and I decided to lose weight. So I went on the carnivore diet for 2 months straight. Finished that up September 30th, and I had lost 35 to 40 pounds or so. So I'm sitting at anywhere between 280 and 285, which is sufficient for me. Beginning of the year, I'm probably going to give it another shot and see if I can drop another 20 pounds, and then I can get to wedding weight, which is what I weighed at when I got married 17 years ago. So anywho, that's the story, and that's what I'm doing, so I'll keep you posted. Well, that escalated quickly. This is what's left of the bladder. It's what makes this push out. And so I don't really care about any of that. So anyway, I'm still working at it, just trying to get this crap off. I don't even know how to do it. So fun stuff. Okay, so you've got a clip here and a clip here and a clip here and a clip here. And the way that works is this bar. So I'm going to have to install that bar. I don't know. I need to figure out where that bar is. No, I need to add it via hog rings or something. I'll figure it out. But since I'm basically stripping this thing out, I'm going to pull the motors. Although this one I may leave because that's just a regular old motor and I think that still works. But I'm going to rip out the vacuum pumps. Yeah, this motor's still good. And that's probably a better shot of the broken off bolt in here. So I'm going to have to figure that out too. But so far, that's where I'm at. So there's your bare shell. Now I need to strip it out and then get it put back together as best I can. So here we go. Okay, so I had to take this feller out, which this is the forward and backwards adjusting mechanism here that attaches to that bolt, and that's the way this thing slides the seat back and forth. I had to take that off completely, and I did. And now I have access to this in here, which is probably tough to see. Oh, there you go, you can see it. Broken off bolt. So I'm going to get in there with some left-handed drill bits or something and see if I can get that to come out. Get this all cleaned up and start figuring out how to put it back together. I mean, these rubber hoses are fine for the air, but all the bladders are trash, and I'm not interested in getting that all dialed in. So this is about as disassembled, other than removing these, which I'm going to look and see if, yeah, so this one's nice and tight. This one is not, so I'm going to clean this up and take a look in here and see if there's a way for me to get this tighter somehow. Yeah, I'll figure that out and I'll let you guys know. That's just no, it's not even a cotter pin. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll either get fixed or it won't. To be honest, it's a circlip here, and that is the real loose piece. So I'll get in there and kind of try to figure out what's going on. Ugh, look at that. This is why I wear gloves, folks. This is like sticky goo. It's gross. All right, we got that sucker out. I just use, I think it's called a center punch. It creates a little divot. You'll see that there's nothing there. Oop, come on. You can see it placed a punch mark, and that's what I use at first to get that centered. Got a set of backwards lefty drill bits and just turned this thing in the right direction and was able to do that. So the threads are totally fine. They came out just fine. Left-handed drill bit did work. So I need to go and look for a bolt that'll fit through here, and then I can get this started to put back together in the right direction. Dug through my bolt bucket, found a bolt that's going to work just fine. I've already cleared out the threads. I promise it fits. There we go, no problem there. So I'm going to shift gears real quick before I get this put back together. I'm going to try to rig up something here to tie these together, and I'll let you know what I get figured out. I'm a redneck, and you can tell, because I just used some extra trailer wiring that I have, but it feels like it spreads out the load a little bit better, so I think that's going to do the job. So now it's time to start putting back this back together. I decided I don't really care about this. I'm going to be sitting in it, and this thing's going to be pressed out anyway, so who cares? All right, I'm going to keep at it. All right, so I got this lined up. It's pretty darn straight. I had to shorten the bolt. Well, I put a different bolt with the same thread pitch in there. Found some spacers. This is why I keep a bolt bucket. Because when you take something apart that you're never going to put back together, just save all the hardware. Because honestly, you're going to use it at some point. I don't know. I'm with Pole Barn Garage on that one. Anywho, so that's back together. This is snugged down. This should be okay. It's pinched between those two, and this is snugged up good. So I can start putting this thing back together now. So I'm going to. All right. So on the back of the old one, you see those bars there. Those actually do exist underneath this foam. So I don't have to do anything here. Essentially, it must be held pretty well in there somehow. I don't know. But I should be able to push this over and have this clip into the top on those two clips there. Now, for the bottom clips, let's see. I can't remember exactly where they go. But this bar, I did have to transfer over. This was not available. This was also being used to hold the lower seat cover on, which I don't have that on this replacement seat skin. So my goal here is just to try to get this in there and see if I can get it to work. Yeah, so here we go. It'll be helpful for the 5 people who are doing this. Basically down here, this bar goes in here, and it's designed to swivel so that you can get back here and do this work. And same thing here. So you can get that swiveled up, get in there and get it going. And that's now lined up, so I'll be able to put these inside here, and then also be able to come in behind and squeeze that in there. All right, I got those hooked up. This will be just fine. That cushion's good. I got about the same space on the other side as I do here. And so I'm going to slide that top piece over and we'll see what it looks like. There we go, got it on. There was a tail underneath here that I just stuffed up behind back here. But it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'm going to head back over to the car and get the lower piece out, which reminds me I need 13 mil and where is it? Oh, I left it over there. My extension I left over here. I'm pleased with the way that went. I'm hoping the passenger seat isn't in terrible shape. But I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to yank that out. Oh, what do we got here? Well, that's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Shows how much it's going to cost. $27,000 for base. 20,000 cars. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to take this thing out and get this cleaned up in here. Go get some paint, fog it all black, and then put that seat back in. It's nar. I have that piece of carpet. I'll probably spray that down too, but go ahead and get in here, get this vacuumed up and fog it real quick, and then we can see what it looks like afterwards. I think it'll look better. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a test car after all. Alright, so this is vacuumed up. It looks pretty good. I'm going to hit this with the plastic and that thing as well with the paint. Looks pretty good. I'm not complaining. But I'm still going to fog it because that's just what I do. And what I'm going to use is this vinyl and fabric specialty coating. It's gloss black. I have no idea how glossy it'll actually be, but it really doesn't matter as long as it's all the same color to me. So I'll be back when I paint it on. Just spray it. Move on with life. It's not hard. Duplicolor tip sucks, but there you go. You can see the color difference as this goes on. Now no one sees back here, but I'll know, as the saying goes. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. Looks much better. I'm happy. And there we are, all painted up. That carpet's still flashing off, but it looks much better. And I got the hard plastics as well, but I'll eventually do all this too, but I just want to get it to be a decent place to sit in. So that's the idea. And there you go. That's what one looks like when it's completed. I think it looks a damn sight better than it did. And so I can actually sit in the damn thing. So I'm going to get the other side done. Run out of light. Probably not going to do a whole lot more. My intake showed up. I haven't looked at it yet, but that's probably going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to just go ahead and get the other seat fixed up and ready to rock and roll. All right. Other side is in. Much better. I hate doing interior work, so I'm glad to get this done. Yeah, don't mind the overspray. I'll take care of that. I'll probably just flat black all that out too. But I think we're in good shape. I got to do some similar work to the door panels as well. But I got things like this I got to take care of first. So I'll have to take that off and figure out how to glue that down or something. But as a 10-footer, it's actually much better than just a 10-footer. Looks much better. All right. So that'll do it for today. I'm gonna clean up my tools, get everything put away, and then I gotta do a tweak on the truck, and then I gotta run to church to get a keyboard set up for church tomorrow morning. So yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me. We're done for today.